It's a beautiful day outside today. It's about 7-ish, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Neighbor's house. Today was really nice day. Anyway, welcome back guys, and I'm pretty sure you can hear my voice echoing, but the reason I'm in this room right now is to show you guys the progress of the toy room. This is what I did all last week, pretty much. Not necessarily that it took me that long, but that's what me and my buddy were working on last week, and that's why I didn't have anything for last Monday. So I figured I'd show you guys the progress. I threw up a bunch of drywall and just did it. I did like a little coat of spackle in the nail holes or screw holes or whatever you want to call them. Looks like this one needs to be done again. But we were supposed to tape and spackle this weekend, but we had plans of our own to do other things. So yeah, pretty much all last week it was outlets, wiring, new outlets in there, throwing new boxes in, some of them, and tearing off like trim and some drywall and stuff, and then putting the new drywall up. You can see the floor is a little dirty from it. We had to work around the stuff that's in the room pretty much. There's my two DTOS laying on top of each other, just waiting to be built and filled with all my favorite stuff. There's that, and there's this chair. This chair we took out, but we were working around all this stuff, and you can see my Dremel there. We used it to cut around the outlets and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Still need to do a little bit more stuff, like fix the or put some corner bead along the closet here, and then spackle that in or whatever, and then hang the doors again. But all that's going to be coming soon, so I'll let you guys see that when that's done. Alright, and here we go. Alright guys, so here we got a pretty huge package from Hobby Link Japan. Little dent right there, and there's a little hole underneath down here, but it doesn't look to be in that bad of condition. So now I know why the shipping was so much. This package is like 2 feet long, 1.5 feet long, and about 1 foot wide. Whatever. Alright, cutting it open. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting to cut that on that side the first try. Ooh. Is my blade falling out? No, it's good. Alright, so super pumped. So let's see what we got. Wow, that box is a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's why it's in this. Tons of bubble stuff. Alright, so if it's not already obvious, I got this huge box here. It is the DX power dizer with Machine Sigler from Kamen Rider Forze. Pretty cool. I know that this is kind of a little bit smaller and more for the kids. Like this version is a little bit more for the kids and smaller than the Figure Arts Machine Sigler and Power Dizer. But I wanted this because this one actually transforms, and it goes from into the robot into the car thingy, the vehicle, I guess you would call it, and then into the launching station. So really cool. And it shows you that on the back. If you guys care to see that. But this is really cool. This is something that would be like sold in a toy store like regularly over in Japan. Is what I mean. That's kind of what I've gotten from the DX stuff. The DX stuff is also like the belt, the henshin belts and stuff like that. But along with that, I also got the machine Sigler from the Figure Arts one. So this will actually fit better with my Figure Arts Forze. Not that the DX Powerdizer and Machine Sigler can't go with him. It's just that the Machine Sigler is a little small and more kiddie looking. It's not as good looking as this is, and this doesn't fit on the launch pad for the DX, which is not a big deal. I'm not really worried about it. I got a pretty good deal on them. I mean, they were having a sale at HLJ, so I think this was like, I want to say it was 1,800 yen, just because that was what's in my head, but I'm not 100% sure if that was the price. I think it might have been cheaper. But I mean, either or, you know, $18 to $19 for a Kamen Rider bike is pretty cheap, and because I already have Forza, it's good to have this to go with them. And then the Powerdizer for this huge thing, which I'll open this up and show you guys what it looks like in case you don't know what it is and you're curious. This thing was only 2,100 yen, which is like around $22, somewhere around there, which is really cheap. But just the shipping for the two of these was somewhere around like $36, which I'm not really upset about. It's not a big deal because I do understand now. I didn't know the box was that big, so now that I know that was that big, it makes sense. I didn't even know this box was this big. I thought it was a lot skinnier. So I'll open these guys up in a minute and show you guys what they look like with Forza. Alright, I just may have to stand up for this one. Right now I am standing up because the camera is so far back from the table, as you can see. And the Figure Arts Sigler is barely even in the shot, but here we have Forza, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the box size is. So I'm gonna move him out of the way for now, and it looks like we have some tape. Cut this open. Whoa! It's launching stuff. Wow, I haven't seen this in a while. This is kind of cool. Wow, check that out. Alright, so we can actually get rid of the box here. But check this out. I haven't seen one of these cardboard planner looking things in a while. It's kind of neat. So immediately you see instructions. La da 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 da. And we have our Powerdizer in a bag, which is really neat that they actually put it in a bag. They didn't have to, but they did, just to protect it a little bit more, and probably to keep it fresh. It's got some type of plastic shielding on the front of it. Alright, cool. So there's Powerdizer, which seems to be the right scale with Forza for now. We'll get the Machine Sigler out, which is also in a bag. This isn't too bad, like, you can tell it's meant more for kids. It doesn't have anything, like, there's no steering, and the handlebars are all gummy, and there's there's no suspension. But there is a kickstand, so that's cool. I actually put the kickstand out. It doesn't really do much. Oh, there you go. Maybe I had it out wrong. Wow, this thing's the heaviest part. This, I don't know what you would call this. It reminds me of a planter though. But this thing is like the heaviest part of the whole box. Okay, so we're gonna move that out of the way. I bet you if I would have got this loose, it would have been a heck of a lot cheaper. But nowhere sells it loose that I know of, unless it's eBay, and I haven't seen them on eBay. Okay, speaking of loose, he feels very loose. Wow. Joints aren't very strong on this guy, but like I said, it is a DX toy, so it's not going to be the best. Can I forget if I can move in. I don't think I can because I'll lose my focus. Okay, so I'm going to stand Forze next to the machine. No, that's the machine with Sigler. Next to the Powerdizer. Whoa. So like I said, he seems pretty loose, but he does have pretty cool features. Like he's got articulation, which is neat. The head is not articulated, but that doesn't matter because in here it's supposed to be like a person. They're supposed to sit in there. You know what? I think this is actually supposed to lock in like that. I don't think the foot is supposed to be extended at all, or the foot-like area. I think that's why he seemed like he was very loose. I mean, the articulation is very loose. It's very easy to move, and there's not much of a ratchet in it. And like you can tell by the hips, but it does have like these cool kind of hips that can go out and in. Not that it's really all that necessary, but it's still cool, you know, that was thrown in with the articulation. Sorry about that. So we're doing this all out of focus. I'm gonna pause it and get this back into focus. All right, voila, we're back into focus. I believe this guy has some type of gimmick. I don't know if it's lights and sounds or not, because I don't read Japanese. I don't remember if he has lights and sounds or not. Didn't really buy it for that, just bought it because I like him. I like the show. Anyway, so I'm going to try and look at these instructions and take from it the best information I can. Oh, yes, he does have a on and off switch with lights and with sounds, I guess. So it would be in the back here, and yep, there's a tab. Pull the tab out, turn them on. Cool. So he does make the transforming sound for Powerdizer. And just kind of looking at the instructions. The instructions are kind of telling you that there's pieces that could come off, so it's like not a big deal, and they can pop back on. So that is like a really neat little thing that they threw in there, so that you know, they could tell you, hey, don't worry about it, you're not gonna break it. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at the instructions, trying to figure stuff out. I think this is a This is the button. My guess is that that was supposed to be him running, because he does make like a metal noise when he runs, like a machine would, I guess. I don't know if I want to press that button again. kinda not wanting to do that, but let's see if it does anything else. Doesn't sound like it. Alright. So I'm gonna see if I can get this guy into the car mode, I guess. Yeah, there's like a transforming step-by-step instructions thing right there. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Going up with this. We're going, oh wait, first we're going down with this. Down with this. Up with this. And back down. Alright, so, yeah, I figured I'd cut it off there and just restart. So this is the car mode of Powerdizer, which is kind of neat. You know, probably not going to use this for many pictures and stuff, but maybe I will. Who knows? Kind of looks like what it did in the show, and very rarely did they ever have him like this. He would mostly transport this way, drive really fast, and then transform. But what you could do is put a figure on the top here and have someone kind of ride the Powerdizer. It's not really meant for figure arts, so I'm sure it's something along these lines though. It's got like that, and the handles are right here, and you can have your guy hold onto the handles, and I believe this part is supposed to act as a back supporter, but it's, you know, something along the lines of that. Kind of looks kind of neat. I'm gonna elevate this camera a little bit just so that it looks a little bit better. Alright, there we go. So that's that mode, and again I'm going to skip through the transformation process because oh wait, you know what? Does it make a different noise? No, it does not. Darn it. Okay, so while this is making all that noise, I am going to transform it into tower mode now. Alright, so almost in tower mode, and I just noticed something. When you get ready to close this part up and connect it, makes like a machine connecting noise. So that's pretty much tower mode right there. That's the top, if you can't really imagine that. So it's kind of neat. It looks just like how it did in the show, at least close enough for my liking. And in the show, of course, if you've watched it, there's times when they will bring the tower down like this, and Forza will take the machine with Sigler, and I believe you plug it into the to the pipe in there, Then these clip onto the tire like that. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why it wasn't going in. And then you can it's in the instructions. It's showing to connect these pieces after you lift it back up. Huh. What is that? Oh, well, I don't know what I was just looking at, but we're gonna lift this guy back up. And according to the instructions, from what I can kind of see, is that you press this button again and it makes a different noise. Am I supposed to do something? Oh. Maybe I was supposed to press it again. Or maybe take it off. Let's find out. I don't know what this... There's a button kind of thing. It looks like. Looks like it's underneath here somewhere. Oh, let's try that again. There you go. Okay, so there you go. It's a little sprinkle or whatever at the end. Okay, so that's pretty much the tower, or well, the power dizer in all the modes. So I'm going to move him aside for now. And, I mean, really, in case you were also wondering how big the tower was and everything, I will put Forza next to him. So, you can imagine, pretty much. Also, if you're wondering, can Forza fit on that bike? Sure he can, but he just looks a little funky because he's very highly detailed and the bike is not. You know, it's very childish. That's why I got this. It's meant to go with this Forza specifically, so I'm gonna move these out of the way. Don't poke your figures, kids. I have no idea what this says, but it looks like it's telling you. Oh, maybe it's telling you you can get pinched. Aha! I can read Japanese. No, I can't, sadly. Anyway, cutting this guy open. I'm gonna start, I guess, on this side. Oh, cool little pictures on the back. Simple style and heroic action. They need a new slogan. I feel like that slogan's very foreign. Like if they don't know how to communicate, you know? It's not a simple style. It's really not. It's very high quality, ultra articulated action figures. And the heroic action is up to you. Should say, buy our big toys, big boys. That was just stupid. Did I see what that is really, really, really cool. I don't know where I'm supposed to put this. Maybe it goes somewhere on the bike. But check that out. Kamen Rider Club. Really cool. Comes with a little sticker. Or it might even be a water decal. Not 100% sure. Oh well. No big deal. I'm going to move that to the side for now, though. And the box to the side for now. And the cool thing with this bike is that not only does it come with the bike itself. Let's try and do this without... sorry. Trying not to make everything explode. I wish they'd come up with a new design for clamshells too. Man, I sound picky. Anyway, so as you can see, this is what a common rider bike should look like. Really cool. Really detailed. It's got spokes, it's got an engine that you can actually, see 3D. It's got suspension. It's got a chain, but it doesn't move, which is okay. I'm not really worried about that. Kickstand. Nicely detailed rear thing. Nicely detailed monitor, gas cap, more engine detail, and translucent red, burgundy, brown kind of look. Window, I guess you can call it a window, whatever. Splatter screen. A lot of little bits of these translucent pieces around, both sides here, back here. And even the mirrors are painted silver. It would have been nice if they were actual reflective, like, stickers. You see them on, like, cheap cars all the time. And cheap motorcycles. It would have been cool to see that. So here's Forze, and he's standing really awkwardly. But the machine Masigler with him. Now this is more the right size, and I don't know if the other one's bigger or smaller. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we can check it. Check it out. This one just feels like, it feels like a toy. Feels like, I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's just feels like, I don't know, like a kid's toy, which is good for this. So kind of like, they resemble each other a lot. Of course, all the details in this one, but as you can see from the top, this one's got wider fins right here and more detail on the tail and everything, and detail on the handlebars and all that. I actually think this one might be a little too small for Forze, which you could make it work if you don't care to get this and you really want the power dizer and you really want to have the logo of this launching and all that. I mean, you could go with this one. It'll work with him perfectly fine, at least from what I can see. But I like to have my cake and eat it too. So that's that. Here's a little stand thing that they don't have to throw stuff like this in, but they Bandai and Tamashii usually do. So this is a stand for the bike when it looks like it's moving, so you don't have to keep the kickstand out, for like an action pose thing. Ooh, okay. And one of the other cool things is that you get, if I can get it, come on, there's one, there's two. Okay, so you get a set of hands to hold the handlebars, and that's really cool. I love when Figure Arts does this, and they'll add like extra things with like with a piece that's not related really. Like I mean the hands are related, but he can use the half open hands that he came with for this bike, but they actually thought, hey, why don't we throw in hands where he can hold the handlebars. And also they threw in the switch light, and they didn't need to do this because it's like not really related to this bike. Like, I don't remember him ever using the light on the bike. But this is kind of heavy. It's got some weight to it, and it's nicely detailed, really cool. But it also comes with the switches, the on and off switches for light. So really cool that, you know, they thought, hey, why don't we throw this into, instead of just giving you the bike by itself. And not only did they throw in those handlebars, they give you these ones too. I think the only difference is, let's make sure I know what I'm talking about first before the only difference is that these are shiny and these are not. That's the only difference. I thought maybe the brakes were closed, but they're... Alright, so there we have it. We got a Forza on his bike now, and he looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. One thing I'm noticing now that I'm like kind of putting the two together, and it's probably not going to pick up on camera, is that Forza is like a pearl white. He's not very like bright white, and his bike is bright white. So I don't know if that has something to do with just the way it's made, or if that's actually how it is. I don't remember if his bike is the same color as he is, or if he's a different color. I don't know. I do like the way he looks though. He looks like he's in a space suit, and it's pearl. So if I do say so myself, this is really, really cool, really neat looking. Highly recommend it, and easy to do, like easy to sit him on the bike. The hands don't necessarily hold the handlebars, which is okay. They kind of like go over onto the handlebars and just sit there, and the two pointer fingers here, well, these two fingers, your pointer and middle, look good like this because they look like they're getting ready to grip the brakes on both sides too, that is. His old hands kind of look like they would work well with it too. But alright, yeah, that's it. Enough Forza for this video. Alright, so I just want to show you guys this little haul that I got today from the Disney store. Yes, I still buy domestic. I had a choice between him or Lizard, because I want to use my spending money for other things right now, and I wanted to get both him and Lizard, but you know, I think the Disney store charges, what is it, $22.50 for these guys. I think normal price is supposed to be $19.99. I don't really remember though, to be honest. Like comic shops, no, I think comic shops is $21.99. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get Flash Venom for quite some time because he is one of my favorite characters, and you know, I'm not worried about him being in scale with Marvel Legends and stuff. I know this figure is a lot bigger, but I just wanted it just to have it. They also had Protector and X-Force Wolverine there, but the packages were so destroyed that I was just like, I'm not paying $17 for these just yet. You know, I can hold off because they're two of the easiest ones to find, and of course I didn't pick up any of that wave yet, but I'm probably gonna wait just because I like to keep my cards just to have, and the cards were destroyed. But that's just like being really picky. If I was really looking for them, you know, trying to get them soon, I would have picked them up no matter what, because I was, you know, I'm going to open them. But since I don't really care to have them right now, I'm not worried about it. Anyway, just showing you guys that I still pick up domestic figures. Alright, so coming to an end here, I went and painted up 2 more of these Joker dudes. I have all 8 of them lined up still, but I went and painted 2 of them. There's this guy. He's got some blue around his eyes. red nose, a little bit of a drawn on beard, and then he's got orange eyebrows. And I believe the blue, is it? Oh yeah, the blue, red, and orange all are fluorescent, so you can put them underneath the black light and they'll you know, shine and whatnot. And then there's this guy who I've seen this design on one of the masks from the actual movie, and this is done in the same kind of glow-in-the-dark stuff, or whatever you want to call it. Just like the plus signs on the eyes and eyebrows, and then the weird lips. And then that's the guy from last time, if you guys remember. So I'm considering doing a contest. I want to let you guys know now, and then let me know what you guys think about it. My thoughts were that you design, like draw, or you know, make it in paint or whatever, markers, whatever you want. Design a design for a clown mask, and I was going to do this upon how many people enter. So I was thinking, you know, if like 20 people enter, I'll do one drawing, and if like I don't know, like 30 people enter, I'll do 2. And what you would basically do is design your own, you know, little mask here, you know, on paper, or you know, in paint, like I was saying, MS Paint, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. And I will paint up your design on one of these guys, and then I will send it out to you. And the way I'll probably do is put it in a random generator with everybody's name in it, and then whoever wins gets it. If that makes any sense. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, or on Facebook or something. Let me know what you guys think, because I haven't done a contest in a while, and I feel like this would be fun. And you know, no, you guys don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to buy anything. All you got to do is draw, and you know, whatever your design is gets painted onto one of these figures. And yeah, I'll paint it with whatever colors. You know, we'll talk it over. I'll paint it with whatever colors you want. And then I'll seal it up so it's not able to be scratched off, and it'll look pretty natural. So, alright, that's it for this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe as always. Add me on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram. All that information will be right after this. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.